You've endured the early mornings. You've swallowed the dry chicken breast. You've logged the endless hours on the elliptical machine, chasing a number on the scale that refuses to move. And after months, maybe years of trying hard, you look back and realize you're stuck in the exact same place. This is not about willpower. It is not about genetics. It is about a flawed strategy. The vast majority of people fail to achieve permanent fat loss because they are trapped by 5 catastrophic errors. These are the 5 pillars of fat loss failure. If you are ready to stop dieting and start living in a lean, strong body, you need to understand the biology. Your body is an adaptive machine, not a calculator, and when you treat it like a simple calculator, it fights back with devastating hormone and metabolic vengeance. Today, we are tearing down this broken foundation. We are diving deep into the science behind sustained leanness, transforming you from someone who tries to lose fat into someone who understands how to keep it off. By the end of this master guide, you will have the complete blueprint for 1. Optimizing your metabolism. 3. Ending hormonal chaos. Escaping the rebound effect. 5. Achieving permanent satiety. Let's start with the most common deception in fitness, the calorie deficit. Everyone knows you need one, but almost nobody understands why simply eating less is a guaranteed path to metabolic ruin. Pillar 1. Misunderstanding the calorie deficit. Yes, the physics is true, but your body does not passively accept this deficit. Your total daily energy expenditure, today, task energy outside, is an active self-regulating system that adjusts to survival threats, and a severe calorie deficit is the biggest threat it perceives. Your today is secretly and dramatically shrinking. Ow. Metabolic rate, BMI reduction. Your core engine slows down. Thyroid hormones dip, lowering your core temperature and energy demands. 2. Thermic effect of food, decline. You eat less so you burn less. Digesting it, simple. 3. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Trash. This is the silent killer. You stop fidgeting, you take the nearest parking spot, you spontaneously move less. This unconscious reduction in NEAT can erase hundreds of calories from your daily burn, instantly wiping out your intended deficit. The deeper your deficit, the harder your titty fights back. You're not stalling because you cheated, you're stalling because your metabolism is metabolically adapting to save your life. The solution to the metabolic fightback lies in quality, not just quantity. Specific in one macronutrient, TOTI, your brain has a primal non-negotiable appetite for TOTI. It will continue to drive hunger signals until a minimum protein target is met. This is the TOTI leverage hypothesis. If you try to run a deficit on low protein, your brain will push you to consume thousands of extra unnecessary calories, typically high-fat, high-carbon junk, just to find the few grams of protein it craves. You are sacrificing muscle and amplifying hunger. Actionable strategy. Set your daily protein intake first. Aim for 1.8 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of your target body weight. This high protein intake provides 3 benefits. A muscle preservation bay, maximum satiety, TEF amplification. Once protein is secured, you use fiber and water as volume fillers. Fiber-rich foods take up huge amounts of physical space in your stomach, signaling fullness with minimal caloric impact. This allows you to feel full and stay compliant with your deficit. The lesson of Pillar 1 is this: don't just eat less, eat smarter. Protect your muscle mass with high protein, maximize satiety with fiber, and manage your deficit subtly to minimize metabolic adaptation. This strategic nutrition allows us to move to the next non-negotiable pillar. You've been told that fat loss is all about burning calories, so you run. That's Pillar 2 of failure, boditizing cardio over resistance training. Joe is a phenomenal tool for heart health, but it's a terribly inefficient one for body composition change. When you diet, your body has 2 energy sources to burn: fat and muscle. If you only do cardio, your body sees no reason to hold on to metabolically space. You become skinny faster, lighter, but softer, weaker, and with a slower bimister. Muscle is your metabolic engine. It's the single biggest determinant of your bimister resistance training signals to your body. I need this muscle for survival. Burn the fat, not the muscle. It shifts your body's metabolic priority. Resistance training is pointless without the core principle of progressive overload. This means continually forcing your muscles to adapt to a greater demand. If you lift the same weight for the same reps every week, your body has 0 reason to change. Actionable strategy. The 7 methods of overload. Forget the idea that overloading only means adding more weight. The 7 ways to apply progressive overload are: 1. Increase the load. Weight. 2. Increase the reps. 3. Increase the sets. Volume. 4. Decrease rest time, DENT. 5. Increase frequency, 4 masteries. 6. Increase frequency. 7. Increase time under tension. Your training log should track one of these methods for every single exercise, every single week. This is how you guarantee muscle retention while you are in a calorie deficit. For maximum muscle retention, dedicate your energy to the big lifts, squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, overhead press. These movements recruit the most muscle, provide the strongest return on your time investment. Cardio. Keep it for active recovery and general movement. Zone 2. It's the complement, not the core. Now that we have the training strategy, we must address the most overlooked component, the one that governs everything, your hormones. You have the nutrition, you have the training. But if you ignore pillar 3, sleep and stress management, you are fighting your body with one hand tied behind your back. This is where the fat loss battle becomes a homo war. Lack of sleep and chronic stress directly sabotage. 1. Easy Ghrelin and Leptin. Hunger satiety. Spike Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and suppress Leptin, the satiety hormone. You don't just feel hungry, you feel insatiably hungry and crave high-calorie, sugary foods. 2. Cortisol and muscle repair. Chronic stress and lack of sleep elevate cortisol. High cortisol is catabolic, muscle wasting, and actively encourages the body to store fat, particularly visceral fat around the abdomen. Your workout success happens during recovery. If you consistently sleep less than 7 hours, you're signaling chronic survival stress. Your body will shut down non-essential functions, like building muscle, and double down on storage. Actionable strategy. Sleep hygiene and stress protocol. A. Sleep environment. G. Complete blackout, a cool temperature, and a consistent bedtime. B. Digital sunset. Eliminate blue light exposure 60-90 minutes before bed. C. Introduce low-intensity movement. Incorporate 30 minutes of Zone 2 CoL or dedicated meditation. This actively lowers CRO and improves your body's ability to use fat for fuel. Even with perfect training and nutrition, these 3 pillars will crumble if you make the critical mistake of trying to go too fast. This is the most common emotional mistake. You want results now, so you implement an aggressive 1, 0, 0, 0. This is pillar 4 of failure, the pursuit of speed. It is the guaranteed path to the dreaded rebound effect. A severe deficit triggers maximal metabolic adaptation. Your Mr. Knee crash and your hormones scream when you inevitably hit your goal or burn out, and you will burn out and return to a normal maintenance intake. Your metabolically suppressed body is now operating at a T-day, hundreds of calories lower than before. You are consuming 2,200 calories, thinking it's maintenance, but your body is only burning 1,800. You are now in a surprise surplus and you gain the weight back rapidly, often adding more fat than you lost. Actionable strategy. The controlled cyclic deficit. Aim to lose 0.5% to 1% of your body weight per week. This slow, steady pace minimizes metabolic adaptation. Breaks. Every 8-12 weeks of dieting, take 1-2 weeks at maintenance calories. This allows hormones to re-regulate and resist net, making the next phase of dieting more effective. Reverse dieting. Once you reach your goal, slowly increase your calories by 5,100 per week to allow your T-day to rise gently and lock in your new maintenance level. Finally, we come to pillar 5, the failure to transition from a temporary diet to a permanent lifestyle. If your plan relies on extreme suffering, it will not last. The goal is not perfection, but consistency over a lifetime. This requires a shift from an all-or-nothing mindset to the 80-20 rule. 80% of your meals should hit your protein, fiber, and caloric targets. The remaining 20% is for flexibility, social events, and mental health. This is not cheating, it is planned compliance. Actionable strategy. Environment and identity. A. Control your environment. Don't rely on willpower. If junk food isn't in your pantry, you can't eat it at 10 p.m. B. Shift your identity. Stop saying I'm on a diet. Start saying I'm a person who prioritizes strength and health. Your identity drives your daily habits, and your habits create your body. We have dismantled the foundation of failure. You now understand that permanent fat loss is a system built on 5 interlinked pillars. 1. Nutrition, protein first. 2. Metabolic Engine Building, progressive overload. 3. Hormonal Balance, sleep and stress. 5. Stable pace, controlled deficits. 5. Light is now yours. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. Start today. Don't overhaul your entire life. Just choose one pillar. Start by hitting your protein target for the next 7 days. If you want the exact week-by-week blueprint for implementing pillar 2, the resistance training plan that guarantees muscle gain even in a deficit, I've detailed a complete 4-week workout program in the next video. Stop running, start lifting, and build the body you deserve.